Hello, beautiful beings. Hello, hello. Today we're going to be talking about what you need to know for 2021. So I just spent the last hour and a half channeling from my higher self, also from my spirit guides, and from the Galactic Federation. We're going to be going into 2021, yes, and then also a need to know about the difference between need, want, and desires. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit. And then also an update within the collective of, okay, what's going on with cosmic global disclosure. So we'll be talking about that near the end. And so I'm just gonna let you guys be here. I'm gonna get you guys all set up. It wasn't letting me do things and go live until I moved it around a little bit. So now that we got you all set up, let's go right on in. And so I did just write a bunch of notes. So I am just going to be talking bullet points because there is a lot to be knowing within this step that we're taking into this next solar year, okay? And so 2021, just starting off, it's being described to me as the year of the split, okay? The year of the split. And so what does that talk about? Basically, there's going to be an increased amount of choice and discernment that needs to be taking place. There's going to be a need for choice because there's going to be an increase in polarity, okay? And so if I'm looking down, it's just because I want to make sure that I'm getting the verbiage right, because there is activation coding within everything that I downloaded today, okay? Whew. Okay, so I totally forgot to take a breath before we started. Let's all just take a quick little breath, okay? Taking a deep breath in and out. Let's do another one just like that. Deep breath in and out. Just allowing ourselves to ground in. I love that we're here in this nice new cave that we found so that we can really anchor into this Gaian energy, okay? Which we'll even talk about later. That did come up today. So there's an increase of choice that's going around. We're going to need to be extremely discerning of the truth that will be shared this coming year, okay? Extremely discerning because also that increase in polarity. The information for 2021 I did channel from my higher self, and so that higher version of me that is overlooking all timelines, all quantum realms, that's really who I tapped into today to get the 2021 information, which take everything that resonates and also leave anything that doesn't. Tap in with your own higher self to get your own information. I do highly suggest that. This is just my own perspective and my own experience firsthand, okay? The increased polarity that's going to happen, those who are avoidant of this shift will experience an even more heightened sense of polarity, because those of us who are sitting within this shifting 3D versus 5D, we're experiencing and we can see the polarity that's happening. And so we'll be like, okay, I don't have to experience that. I can be aware of it, but I don't have to experience it. Those who aren't understanding, it's cold out today, so if my voice is shaky, it's because I didn't bring gloves, but that's okay. Those who are still experiencing the 3D will be really diving into that polarity, basically. They'll really be feeling it with their heightened sense of emotion and feeling, because basically this year was getting online the light workers, next year is getting online the masses. Okay, so that's really what's going to be happening and stepping up even more fully. Us light workers stepping more into our power. Okay, but I am getting ahead of myself. We will be seeing more than the survival. Okay, and this is across the board. The entire humanity, the mass of humanity, will be seeing a heightened version of this human experience. We will be seeing the progression versus the survival that we've been in. We don't have to be within that space anymore, and we'll be talking about that within the need versus want versus desire. So within, just going a bit more onto topics though, health-wise, this will still be a concern within 2020, okay? It's not poof, gone. No, and this is, they specified health concerns for those still within the third dimension. However, with heightened consciousness, it's almost it seemingly disappears. And I'm not all health concerns disappear if you have a higher consciousness. That's not it. But the concern of the health will disappear. okay? Because you know, like, okay, this life isn't the end. But also within health concerns, there's so many lessons to learn. There's so many upgrades, and there's so much expansion that can happen within the manifesting health situations that come up, okay? And so there's heightened health concerns for those within the 3D. For those with heightened consciousness is how they described it. It's like it seemingly disappears because we're not so focused on the concern behind it. More so, we're focused on the lessons that we're meant to learn through them. Okay? And so financially, so that's health-wise. Financially, the systems will be uncertain. The financial systems, just as we have been seeing systems collapse and just deconstructing this entire third dimension, these systems will be uncertain, and there will be a deeper sense of need, and the word they said was necessity, so not need. There will be a deeper sense of necessity to move into new systems that support all. This is a deeper sense of financially a system that supports everyone. So versus the like rich and poor, we're going for a system, and we're calling in that system that is for everyone, really helping support every human on this planet, okay? Whew. Okay, so that is financial. This is a statement that they wanted me to read verbatim, okay? And I don't know why, but there is something in it that is going to help activate within you these new realities and really anchoring in this heightened consciousness. And they said, constructs are creating new realities. Constructs are creating new realities, okay? We've been talking this year of deconstructing this reality, deconstructing and reforming and just all of these shifts that are happening, but constructs are creating new realities. And so focusing more on what are we creating, not so much like deconstructing and breaking down the things, and that's focusing more on the chaos and the crumbling. We want to be focusing our energy on building and maintaining and shifting and anchoring in those new frequencies. And so constructs are creating new realities. We are in a space of what do we want to call in? We want to be in that space, not the space of, well, I'm getting rid of this, I'm getting rid of that, I'm getting rid of this, which has its space, especially with this full moon energy that's going on. We want to be releasing, but at the same time, within those releasings, what are we replacing them with? Those constructs that we are calling in, those will be our main focus. And within this next year, 2021, the hidden being seen. The hidden being seen, and this is systems, this is lies, these are species even, and we'll talk about that with I have a verbatim channeled message that the Pleiadians want me to read for you all at the end, with cosmic disclosure and everything. But the hidden things are being seen, and they wanted me to specify being seen, not revealed. There's a lot of talk going around of, well, things are being revealed and it'll just come and it'll come forward. No, but within that coming forward, the dark forces aren't just going to come out and be like, hey, this is what we've been doing. No, they're going to be seen by those of us who are shining the light. We are going to be seeing it, okay? And this can be through dreams. This can be through first-hand experiences within this physical realm. This can be, you overhear a conversation, but it's being seen, not so much revealed. It's almost like a, not a like accident, because there's no coincidences, but that's seemingly how it's going to happen, is the hidden things within this reality will be seen this year, okay? The year of truth. Sorry about any noise in the background. Not really, it's quite the experience, okay? Whew. Okay, so we're already one page into it, and I only have like 5 pages for talking about 2021. This is exciting. It's also interesting. Normally there's more people that hop on the live, but that's okay. I'm going to post it later. So, deeper discernment required. We talked about that, and that is going to be extremely vital as we're moving forward, just knowing of, okay, what is happening and how do I integrate and how do I interact with this reality, okay? Also really feeling this filter, just because the color that I'm wearing and the place that I'm in. Anyways, focus, Landon. There's a lot of information to give. Training implemented into physical, okay? And so this is something that my higher self really, we all got this. Training implemented into physical. And so this is talking about our past, Okay, we have been trained through this lifetime and past lives and just our entire existence within our consciousness. Our soul has had experiences beyond this life, but our training within those lives are being activated and they are coming online now so that we can really fully step into our being within this life. Okay, and this is coming in as life changes. Our training is coming in as life changes. It's really stepping up and being like, well, your life is shifting, and so you got to activate something to really like step into this. And so this can be physical moves, this can be relationship shifts, career shifts. And a lot of that happened this year for a lot of people. This is going to continue through 2021. Okay, this is another big one that they wanted me to specify. To be cautious of the food you ingest. Be cautious of the food you ingest. Why? Why do we need to be careful? Because throughout this life, we found that, yes, food is important. What we put into our body is important. Yes, higher consciousness food is like the raw food is better for us. But why? Why is it so necessary moving forward into 2021 versus this year? It's because we are heightening our level of consciousness, and so our physical human body will not accept lower vibrational fuel. Again, our human will not allow lower vibrational fuel, okay? And so being very cautious and cognizant of, well, how am I fueling my body, okay? Maybe I won't be able to go on these donut binges that I've been having this year. Okay, we're all going through this. It's not just me, it's not just you. We are all in this together. Everything you fuel your body with is a statement of love. Again, everything you fuel your body with is a statement of love. So how are you loving your physical human body? Yes, your soul needs fuel, and so that's going to come in videos like this, downloads, meditations, fueling your soul that way. If you're religious, I guess reading the scriptures type of stuff, going to church, all of these things that fuel your soul are going to help you integrate into that fueling of your being. But maintaining that frequency and consciousness of how am I fueling my physical human, understanding, donuts, understanding that you need to fuel your human just as consciously as you're fueling your soul. Everything you put into you, even the things that you are taking in with your eyes, what are you listening to? What are you saying? All of this is a fuel for your being, just as much as the food that you put into your body. And so maintaining that understanding of everything you fuel your physical human body with is a statement of love. So how do you want to love your body? Okay, there are higher versions of loving your body. For instance, I love a donut. Okay, I love that sugar. A lot of people are addicted to sugar, so let's talk about that. A lot of us are addicted to sugar. But understanding that is a form of love that my inner child experiences and understands, but showing them that there is a higher version of love that I can experience and show them and fuel them with, we're moving into that understanding, okay? Everything we fuel our body with is a statement of love. I'm gonna leave that there, okay? And as with everything, if you have any insights or anything, definitely drop them in the comments now or after the live. Always love to talk about all of it, okay? Moving forward, we're gonna have a deeper, and we're being asked to deepen our connection with Gaia. We are on this planet, so deepening our connection with Gaia. That's why I'm trying to do more things outside versus in my room. Okay, deepening our connection with Gaia as she continues to recalibrate and realign with her truest self. Just as we are realigning with our truest self, she is also going through this same process, okay? So really understanding that we have a planet, literally an entire planet that is going through this shift and this awakening and this acceptance and acknowledgement of their own truest self. So really pulling that in, okay? And really anchoring into that and deepening that connection with her, okay? So getting outside more, getting your feet dirty, getting your hands in the ground, okay? Just really getting in touch with Gaia. Extremely important moving into this next year. Going back into the discernment that we need and the things that will be seen, okay? Whew. Next time I need to like bring a bigger coat or something. It's kind of cold. Anyways, okay, moving forward, there's going to be a continued breaking apart. We will see glimpses of a more whole way of experiencing humanity, okay? That's going into the systems that are being deconstructed and the constructs that we are pulling in, okay? We will see glimpses of that new, we will see glimpses of that new space that we are being asked to step into. We will just see glimpses of it. It's not that this next year everything will be solved and we're going back to normal. No, we're going to just see glimpses this next year. This next year is continuously breaking down and breaking apart this reality. Okay, that's what this next year is. And again, they described it as this next year being the year of the split. Okay. And within that, there's a dramatic shifts, okay? There's still a few dramatic shifts just to be aware of. As we've seen in 2020, there was a lot of dramatic shifting, and it's just a continuity that's continuing through 2021. So they did say just be aware of the continuity from 2020. It's not like, oh my gosh, we're in January 1st. It's a new year. It's a new me. It's a new humanity, and we're in the fifth dimension. No, that's not what's going to happen. There's going to be a few dramatic shifts as the darker forces still resist against this upgrade and this ascension process. So just being aware of that. Whew. Okay. And they don't normally give me timeline things, but they said in March. So this is very weird for me to be giving like a specific month. But they said March. There's going to be very major heart activations for all within the human collective and all within, or I guess they're not, they're just saying like, no, it's not just humans, it's all on Gaia's surface. And someone did say, Alfredo, that Gaia also goes by Guyana, which I love. I actually love that Guyana. But in March, there's going to be very major heart activations for everyone. And if you feel like my heart is so expansive already, it can expand even more. And we're really stepping into that experience, okay? So yeah, March, there's going to be very major heart activations, okay? Also, throughout the year, truth will be an extremely desired aspect from the entire human collective, whether you're online or you're just coming online or I guess they're not even online quite yet. But truth will be a desired aspect within the person, within the individual, and it will be felt if it's not aligned. And so if there are people lying, these light workers, these empaths, and just these souls will be aware. All of us will be able to tell like, okay, that doesn't feel quite either all of the truth or any of the truth. That is going to be something that is extremely activated this year. We will be able to tell like, that's not it, okay? So really, again, that deepening of discernment within this reality. Whew. So there's that. Okay. So moving into this next little section, they separated the expectant of the 3D. So these are the people still stuck within the third dimension and those who are already on the awakening path, those who are already coming online. And even in the slightest, if you're even slightly stepping in and you're like, there's something going on here, that one's for you. But those who are still expectant of the 3D, let's talk about them. There's going to be a deep sense of loss and unknown. They're going to feel things deeper than ever before. And so this could be I guess compared with like a dark night of the soul and just the awakening that a lot of us have gone through, and we're like, why am I feeling things so much? I don't understand what's going on. That's basically what's going to happen for those who are still within the third dimension. So we're just here as support for them, okay? This is another one. They are going to be put through experiences designed to wake them up. And that experience is a designed series of events for the individual, okay? Again, they're going to be put through these experiences of these dark nights of the soul. So this can be car crash, health complications, loss, or just complete like life shifts, okay? That's going to help them awaken, and they are designed for the individual. And so just as my path was designed for me, your path was designed for you, they will be going through a specifically designed path for them this year. And those probably not the people watching this video, but just so you are aware. And those who are already on their path, okay? So that would be us, probably. We are going to have we are going to expand even more within ourselves, okay? And this is going to help us step up into the purpose of us as individuals. So even as we are already on our aligned paths, we are going to step up even more within that purpose, and we are going to expand even more within ourselves and understand deeper who we are, okay? As the soul essences that we are within the individual and the collective consciousness, we will be deepening our understanding of ourselves. And for those of us who are in this fluctuation of the 3D, 4D, 5D, and we're still fluctuating and we're trying to anchor in that fifth dimensional consciousness and frequency, we will be experiencing more psychic attacks, okay? And this is because the darker forces will be attacking those who are catalysts for this shift, for anchoring in this fifth dimensional consciousness. They're not going to be focusing their attention on those who are stuck in the 3D and are just like, I don't know what's going on. That's not where they're focusing their energy. They will be focusing their energy on those with higher frequency and higher consciousness, really trying to, the word hijacked has been, I've been coming across hijacked lately. So just be very aware of what is your truth, who are you, why are you here, really understanding that and diving into who you are as the self that you are, as the soul consciousness that you are within this human experience, really understanding that, because they will try to derail you, okay? So being understanding of that, so heightening and paying attention to, am I protected, am I grounded, am I shielded today, in this moment, in this now moment, okay? So paying attention to that frequency that you are putting off, because if you are shining the light brighter, they will come after you even more, okay? So just understanding that, yes, it's very like, yay, love and light, okay? But there is still darkness, okay? And you do still need to protect yourself, especially the higher you are vibrating and the more light you are shining off. So being very specific. They will be attacking the catalyst for the highest potentials to shift, okay? Whew, okay. And then the challenges between the 3D and the 5D. So the 3D will be the challenge for those who are resisting the upgrade, okay? So these are a lot of people who are just stuck in the survival mode of this is how it was and this is how it will always be. The 3D will be the challenge for them this next year. The Matrix will be the challenge, just seeing the Matrix as a system and as a game, I guess you could say. That will be the challenge for those individuals this year. The darker consciousnesses will be the challenge for those holding 5D, okay? Again, they will be attacking the higher consciousnesses this year even more because they know we are getting closer and closer to awakening the masses, okay? So they will be trying even harder, okay? So that's that, but let's see what's next. Again, I feel like I'm just jumping everywhere, but this is just like the information that you need to know. Also, thank you everyone for tuning in. Okay, so hold this. These are just like suggestions going into 2021. Hold true to your truth, and you are safe. Hold true to your truth, and you are safe. Okay, and that is through everything. Know your truth, know who you are, and you will be safe. You are safe within that knowing. Awareness is your safety. Okay, being aware of, oh my gosh, this is who I am in this moment. Oh my gosh, yay! But then also being aware of this is who I am in this moment. I have my protections up. I can feel there's something going on here, so being aware of it and being able to shift that frequency immediately. A lot of us light workers can walk into a room and be like, oh, there's something here. Protections are activated and acknowledging like, is this the space that I need to be in? Or am I resistant to this space because this isn't the space that I need to be in and I'm being called to be somewhere else within this moment, okay? Being very aware of that. Check in with knowing of self, okay? Because even as we are all shifting, and this is constant for everyone, not just those within the 3D, not just those within the 5D, not just those shifting in between, not just those awakening, not just those unconscious. This is something that everybody needs to know. Checking in with the knowing of yourself constantly because you are always morphing. Yourself is always coming online even more. You are coming to know yourself even more, even deeper. And so checking in with yourself of, who am I now? This could be month to month. This could be day to day, but checking in with, Who am I now? Just like this past year, who were you in December of 2019 versus who you are in December of 2020? Who are you? Checking in and knowing yourself even deeper. That way you know who you are. That way you can know your truth. That way you are safe, basically. Okay, again, this is just safety because our ego, our human, wants to feel safe. And so those are just like little tidbits and little nuggets for you to maintain that safety within this ascension shift, basically, is what came through. Whew. Okay. But again, now we got to the part where 2021 is the year of the split. This is going to exacerbate loss and discontent, and there are going to be impulsive actions from unconscious empaths. Again, a lot of people are going to be feeling things more deeply, and a lot of times they won't know what to do with them, okay? And so we are awakening into this space of, okay, well, if I'm feeling all these things, how am I going to act? I'm going to be acting a little more impulsive until I understand what's going on. So just being aware that there's going to be a bit more impulsivity this year from the unconscious empaths, okay? Those with empathic abilities will be experiencing that a lot. And the word exacerbated was like very clear, exacerbated loss and discontent. And so that can be through forms of protests and just... there's a marble over there. Focus. But yeah, exacerbated loss and discontent. Protests, loss. Again, the health things that are going on is just going to maintain. It's not just going to poof, gone, okay? We're just shifting our perspective and our awareness of what that experience means. And through all of this, basically the entire thing that they were talking about was, this is a call to action for all light workers, for every soul. We need every soul online within this ascension process and deepening into Gaia. Okay, we need to anchor ourselves within this dimension, within this reality. As it shifts, we are anchoring into the shift, basically, okay? As the ground is shifting, basically we are deepening and rooting into it so that we can anchor in that higher consciousness, okay? And as we do that, we will be sharing our heart with Gaia, and Gaia's heart will be sharing with us, okay? Because just as she is a planet and we are her residents, basically, she is also a part of us, just as we are a part of her, okay? So anchoring into Gaia even more deeply is going to be extremely vital. As we are shifting into a higher consciousness, we need to be grounded just as much. Another little note, they want us to move, and this can be for a lot of people, physical, environmental moves, or just moving your physical body, and moving your physical body. So deepening your connection with Gaia, grounding into this realm, grounding into your physical body. As we ascend consciousness levels, a lot of people, a lot of souls are just like, I can just be floaty all the time. No, you need to anchor into this physical so that you can explore even more. Kind of counterintuitive, but that's really what helps us explore even more this dimension. Okay, you are ready to leap. And that was how they left it. And again, this was my higher selves talking to me. And so they said, humanity is ready to leap. This next year, the year of the split, the 3D continent, I'm sure a lot of us have seen that meme where it's just like the two Earths, and it's not like we're gonna have like the physical Earth, but that's really what the energy of the planet will be doing this next year, the year of the split. But yeah, so that's really the downloads for 2021 that came through. Super interested in everything you guys have to say, so drop them in the comments. I'm gonna pull up what my spirit guides had to say about the necessity of need versus want versus desire. They really, this is a major thing that needs to be understood. Just need versus want versus desire, okay? So, and I have it on my laptop, so just give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay. So, let's talk about this. And if you guys already have downloads or you have information about need versus want, definitely drop them in the comments. Always love to hear you guys' insights. Whew. But growing, I'm just going to read it we're just going to read it. Growing in the body you contain, you were taught to meet needs. third dimension, all about survival, all about how do we create this reality. That's really what we've been learning. And so we've been taught that we just need to meet our needs. And how do we meet those? We survive. Okay? The universe now awakens you to the desires you hold. Release the resistance to accepting all you desire. Release the resistance to accepting all you desire. The universe is giving everything you want, everything you ask for. Why are we resisting it? Why are we being so, what's the word? Uncompliant, I guess? I don't know. But why are we resisting if we asked for it? If we asked for the abundance, why are we resisting accepting it? Release the resistance to accepting all you desire. And they did specify. We specify as desire because it comes from a frequency of knowing there's an avenue for its creation, okay? Versus want is a frequency of lack, okay? And so if we're wanting something we don't have, okay? Desire, we know there's an avenue for its creation, so we desire it to be created, to come into our sphere. And this is another just vocabulary shift that is being reconstructed at this time. Want, desire. We are reconstructing to have desires versus wants, okay? Because again, that desire allows us to have that avenue for its creation, okay? Whew. Your needs are met and they will continue to be met and you're supported in your experience in this purpose. Your needs are met and you are supported within this experience. A need is just defining a need they wanted to define is a survival mechanism designed by the 3D to keep the system revolving and functioning. Again, this is like needs. We need to pay rent. We need to have food. These needs are to keep the 3D system of survival, that survival within us, that our human ego wants to just survive. Those are the needs that they're talking about. It's a mechanism. Okay? As we shift our desires, as our base frequency, so we're calling in this base frequency of my desires. My needs are met. We know that. We know that my needs will be met. Now we're focusing on our desires, and those desires will be the base frequency. We open ourselves to the limitless potential that this reality offers. Again, we are raising consciousness levels. We are still within this reality, but the reality is shifting. And so as we shift and as we become aware of the limitless potential, we are then creating so much more and we are then manifesting our desires rapidly, okay? You can have it all. And that's it was like a really fast, really quick download that they wanted to say, but need versus want versus desires. We are shifting into the frequency of our manifesting desires, okay? So that is really what we're coming in and that is what we are anchoring into. And so there's this activation statement that they want you to really feel. And so just take a second just to get back internal with yourself and really just allow your eyes to close and just focus in on your breath as I read this statement. And you can write this down later or just rewatch this. Really feel deeply this statement because it will activate something within you to really help you ground into your limitless potential and really help you manifest your desires, knowing that your needs are already met, okay? So just allowing your eyes to close, allowing your focus to tune into your breath, just taking a deep breath in and out, and just focusing on your breath. And this activation states, I see my needs as met, and activate the subconscious knowing that my desires are already existent and I accept them now. I'm going to read it one more time. I see my needs as met and activate the subconscious knowing that my desires are already existent and I accept them now. Just breathing in that knowing that everything you desire is already within the creation of the universe. It's already there for you. And now you get to accept it. Okay, so that is that. And so before I go on into the last little section of today's video, which is the cosmic disclosure update that we will be talking about, I will be reading verbatim from the Pleiadian star it's a Pleiadian star transmission is how they'd wanted to define it. But before I get there, if you resonate with this, please like this video. Please share it with your friends. Anybody who resonates with it, please, 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 this information of 2020, need, want, desire, needs to get to everyone, okay? And this this transmission that came through, people need to hear it, okay? So share. Also, if you feel like stepping into your power, but you just don't know how, or you feel like you need a guide within that, please reach out to me. I would love to help you within that process, just stepping more into who you are, why you're here, and your true, authentic power. But yeah, really, that's really just all I wanted to say there. So, cosmic disclosure update. I'm just going to read it verbatim, okay? So really just dive into the experience that happens from these words, because there are DNA activations within their verbiage that they wanted to use, okay? And they say, "Hello, dear one. We are the star transmission tasked with the conscious update of the GFL process within the Gaian field. At this time, we transmit the knowing that all is in perfect timing. Timelines are meshing as we have calculated, and all in experience is understood. There is a 23% chance of timelines shifting into an experience where global disclosure doesn't occur. We wish to acknowledge this potential with you. This leaves a 77% chance of much within the human collective awakening to the existence firsthand of cosmic species. We do view this as a major step within humanity, and the timeline of when is fluctuating. Stay your course of purposeful, aligned action, and your part in timeline acceleration is cemented. Cosmic disclosure comes in many forms. Many humans will experience dreams of being called by the galactic forces to come online, while others will see our ships and even interact with our brothers and sisters. The key to this experience of disclosure is for humanity to be in a space of discernment. The chaos that has been ensuing for the last forever will assist in our coming out. Humanity must trust themselves. This is why the online light workers are so necessary. Your kind is sent with the mission to remind the individual consciousness of its ability to deepen its self-connection and surrender to its knowings versus the programmed actions the polarity has instilled. Stay within your truth and awaken the cosmic DNA. This doesn't require external action, rather internal strength in knowing your being shifts frequencies. This doesn't require external action, rather internal strength in knowing your being shifts frequencies. There is power in a single smile. Do your best to connect physically with other souls, meet, hug, play, dance, enjoy community. Light workers need to be in their power to assist in the awakening of the masses. We believe in each of you and are assisting each individual in the anchoring of divine frequency. Thank you for being the channelers, healers, and anchors within the third dimension density. Each of you is vital in this ascension, and your training is already coming online even more. Lean into your intuitive knowings. Your training is already coming online even more. Data, lamena, progusto, montinush, cavaquini. Pleiadian star transmission. So that's it. And I highly encourage you to go back and listen to specifically that section. If you want to listen to the whole video, awesome. But even the way they left and their parting greeting with that light language was an activation for you. So really just anchoring into that, anchoring into yourself, welcoming in the new year with who do you want to be? Who are you? That is why we are here, and that is what we will be experiencing in 2021. But with that, that's everything that came through today. Just what you need to know for 2021. Again, if this video resonated, please give it a thumbs up, share, and if you have any insights or if anything came up, I always love to hear your experiences in the comments below or message me. And again, if you do feel like stepping more into your power, more into your abilities, and more into your purpose here within this conscious realm, message me. Okay. Lots of love to you, and I will see you later. Bye.